Welcome everybody to the 2021 Las Vegas Texas Hold'em Wheelchair Rugby Tournament, brought to you by the Texas Stampede and the Las Vegas High Rollers. Today's first game, you are watching the Phoenix Heat in red go up against the team from Canada, the Ontario Annihilators, out of Ontario, Canada. Phoenix has won the tip-off. Phoenix attacking the key. Ontario trying their key defense. They were called for 4 players in the key. On defense, you can only have 3 players in the key. Once that 4th player goes in, it becomes a penalty. 1 player goes into the sin bin, and that player is Cody Caldwell for Ontario. He gets to sit there for 1 minute or until Phoenix scores. Phoenix is trying to set up a defensive play by blocking out Cody from coming in. Joe Jackson tries to stop him, and he doesn't. Here's Christophe Salogui, makes the stop and makes Cody Caldwell call for the inbound. So they have to release him so he could go to the baseline to make that inbound. Inbound pass, it's a give and go from Pico back to Cody, who then gives it up to Matt Depley, who's one-on-one with Levi Bowen. Matt with good speed passes it over to Travis Morale for the score. 1-1 in this first quarter. There are 8 minutes in the quarter. Levi Bowen to inbound over to Christophe. Christophe is trying to get around both Pico and Caldwell. There's Joe Jackson coming for a pick. He misses. Oh, great contact by Caldwell to Christophe, but Christophe unloads to Ernie Chun for the pass. On the court right now for the Phoenix Heat, you've got Ernie Chun, Joe Jackson, Christophe Salogui, and Levi Bowen. Ontario has Cody Caldwell, who has the ball right now, moving up court. Pico Dijonais, Matt Debley, and Travis Morale. Cody drops the ball off to Matt, who's moving with speed through center court and finds the goal for a score. 2-2. Both teams still have 4 timeouts for the entire 4 quarters. Along with those 4 floor timeouts, each team has 2 coaching timeouts. Coach can call a timeout during a dead ball from the sideline. Christophe takes that inbound pass. He's moving up the middle of the court with speed. Unloads it to Levi, who then scores across the line. Right now we're looking at goal for goal. Matt Debley is double teamed up top by JJ and Christophe. Travis gets the inbound, unloads it to Debley, back over to Travis, who then gives it up to Cody Caldwell for the score. Good defense by the Phoenix Heat. Ontario able to pick through it and score. Joe Jackson trying to get a pick for his player, Ernie Chun, who gets the inbound pass from Levi. Chun trying to make his way up the court. Great pick by Joe Jackson for Ernie Chun to break free across half court. Ernie Chun turns back out. Christophe trying to set up in the key as a post. He's all set. Ernie's trying to get past. Great corner trap by Christophe for Ernie Chun to make the score. Phoenix Heat up by 1. Great lead pass by Caldwell up to Travis Morale, who's attacked by Ernie Chun, who goes over. A little too much speed for Ernie. Takes himself out of the play. Penalty goal is awarded to Ontario. Phoenix Heat staff coming to right the ship for Ernie Chun. During this break, we'd like to thank our major sponsors, C&R Medical. Without C&R, this tournament would not be possible. Ernie Chun looks like he's okay. Getting the ball from referee Terry Jackson. Great high pass up to Christoph. Ernie Chun's moving up court. Christoph is following. He's got an army of players leading him up the court. Levi comes in. Great pick on Matt Debley. Christoph in and out on the wide side of the court. Coming back to the middle and gives it up to Levi, who goes through for the score. Travis Morale for the inbound, looking for Caldwell. Finds him. Great pass. Caldwell caught it up at the three-point line. Now moving down, following Dejanay. Caldwell's going to go right past in between the Phoenix defense for the score. Great lead pick by Pico de Gallo is what they call him.
There's so much language.
Levi inbound pass over to Christoph, who's getting a pick by Joe Jackson. Uh-oh, there's an unfortunate play at half court where both Canadian players run into each other and flatten each other's tires. Oh, lead pass from Christoph to Ernie Chun. You can't handle it. That's a turnover. Wow. Easy pass, just slipped right through Ernie Chun's hands. Caldwell able to pick it up. Ontario's going to take this time to do an equipment change. Got a flat tire for Travis Morale. Referees Terry Jackson and Bob Lopez meet at the center court.
Yeah. Travis. No, you got the. Yeah, there's 2 seconds on the shot clock.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to get back to play.
Turnover.
Travis got his wheel changed. It's going to be Ontario ball on the sideline. Good pressure by the Heat. Debley takes the inbound pass, gives it up to Cody Caldwell, just at half court. Comes across, Ernie Chun's right there to meet him. Levi Bones trying to get the switch. He's now on Caldwell. There, 1-and-1. Ernie Chun. Oh, he's picked out by Matt Debley. Little pick and roll. Caldwell down in the corner. Oh, no! Debley could not hang on to the ball. Easy pass. All 4 Phoenix players were in one side of the court. Ontario had an entire other side, but just can't capitalize.
Dude, I need like a bolster back there.
Joe the Tyrant Jackson taking the inbound pass. High pass up to Christoph Salagui. Christoph turns out. He's going to look for Ernie Chun to come across. Christoph moving up across half court. Great head pass up to Levi. Catches it over his head. Goes through for the score. 4:25 left in this first quarter. 6-5. Phoenix on top of Ontario. Matt Debley calls for the ball. Gets it up at half court. Cross half court. Ernie Chun's right there for 1-1 defense. Tries to swipe, misses. Pico Dejanay for the pick. Debley trying to make his way around. Goes to the corner, comes back to the middle. Tie ball game in this first quarter. Each team going goal for goal. A couple of turnovers by each team have not been capitalized. Christoph takes a great pass from the Tyrant. Trying to move up court, getting a pick from Joe Jackson. Ernie Chun making his way down, asking for the pass. Gets it and cannot hold on to it. It's kind of a bad pass by Christoph. It was behind Ernie Chun. Debley gets the interception, dumps it off to Cody Caldwell, goes in for the score. And we've got a bench timeout being called by coach player Scott Hogsett of the Phoenix Heat, trying to get everybody back on the same page. Ontario on top, 7-6 now.
There's subs too, Bob. Bob, there's
3:48
subs.
left in this first quarter.
Hey, there's subs. Bobby? Subs?
Am I good to come in?
Looks like Canada is going to make a change. Shane Smith on for Matt Debley. Shane Smith, Travis Morale, Pico Dejanay, and Cody Caldwell on for Canada. Same lineup for the Phoenix Heat: Ernie Chun, Christoph Salagui, Joe Jackson, and Levi Bones. Christoph takes that ball. Ernie calls for it. Pico right there to pick him out. Shane Smith meets him. Pass goes back to Christoph. Christoph trying to get out of the handcuffs of both Canada players. Levi calls for the ball, gets it, turns. He's trying to move up court and does. Great race to the goal line. Levi wins that race. Tie game, 7-7. Shane, the silencer Smith,
Confusion, emotion,
up top with Christoph Salagi.
sometimes desperation.
Travis Morale down on the baseline for the inbound pass. Got an equipment timeout for Cody Caldwell. Get that tire
I
changed.
thought about that yesterday, but I was like,
And we're back to action. Travis with a give and go pass from Pico. Travis, little head bob,
well,
takes
yesterday I
out
had
Ernie
the
Chun,
headphones
gets
while
past
Gabe
half
was-
court, pass
while
up to
Gabe
Shane
was
Smith
doing it, so I could hear what he was talking about.
for the score. Levi inbounding the ball for the Phoenix Heat. Gives it up to Christoph, trying to get around Cody Caldwell. Gives the ball right back to Levi, who's moving up the sideline, has to come back to the middle. Great defense by Canada, but a lead pass up to Christoph. Great pass by Levi. Christoph goes across the line for the score. Cody Caldwell calling for the inbound pass.
Here in Radio Land.
Give and go. Pico's going to lead Caldwell all the way up the court. Caldwell's coming up middle
I
court,
learned it's
getting
Nevada.
to half-court line. Goes across. He's going to go right in, uncontested for the score. Quick moving ball by Caldwell. Joe Jackson to inbound the ball for Phoenix. Joe's got 10 seconds to inbound that ball. And he does over to Christoph. Christoph's got 12 seconds to get that ball across the half-court line. Cody Caldwell one-on-one with Christoph. There is a great pick by Joe Jackson for Christoph to get across the half-court line. Makes a turn, gives the ball up. Ernie Chun. Wow, great play by Christoph. If Christoph would have held on to that ball as he went down to the court, he would have turned it over. Instead, he gave it up to Ernie Chun. They retained possession. What he could have done is called for a timeout as he was going over, but I guess he didn't have enough time to do it. Seems like Ernie Chun just happened to find that ball in his arms from Christoph. Back to play now. Christoph is back on all wheels. Ontario running a key defense. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Back down to 14. Phoenix starting to run their key offense. There's a great corner pick by Joe Jackson, who's counting down the time for Ernie Chun, enough to go through the line for the score. Give and go ball from Pico to Travis. Travis then gives it up to Shane, who's looking to unload the ball, but actually he's going to push all the way through. He's got Caldwell in the corner. Shane unloads it back to a cutting Travis Morale. Joe Jackson calling it for the inbound.
Dude, we should play music during the quarters break.
Christoph looking for the ball. He's double teamed by Dijonais and Caldwell. Christoph looking to pass. Joe Jackson's coming to pick over for Ernie Chun, who breaks free. Ernie Chun across half court. Dijonais takes a swipe, misses. Chun's pulling the ball up, holding it. Running time off the clock. There's 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Chun's moving around court. Great pick by Levi in the corner. Travis Morale right there to meet him. Ernie Chun's going to have to go across half court again. Across midcourt. Tries to head fake Travis, and he does it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Oh! And their Canada team was called for 4 in the key. Penalty goal is awarded to Phoenix. Tie ball game 10-10. 1:34 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, they hold their
Brand new 40-second shot clock for Ontario. Inbound pass goes to Travis Morale, who's met by Levi Bone. Here comes Ernie Chun to stop the ball. He does. Trying to get a jump. Ernie can't do it. Ball given up to Caldwell, who then unloads it to Shane Smith, who's met by Joe Jackson, goes through for the score. Phoenix Heat running a traditional 2 spread on the offense with 1 high. Joe Jackson going up top to Christoph, who is double teamed by Smith and Dijonais. Joe's coming in to pick for Ernie Chun. Chun finds the ball in his lap at the 3-point line, going to the half-court line. He's stopped by Dijonais and Caldwell. Levi's calling for the ball as a post. Swipe by Morale, and he misses. Levi's got the ball on the sideline. He's moving backwards. Back under to Chun. Chun gets a great pick by Joe Jackson, who leads them down into the court, but they're trying to score with 56 seconds, and they do.
They're all low.
Phoenix Heat trying to go for last goal. Both teams playing for possessions. Oh, 1 second. Correction by the referees. That goal did not count. A timeout was called. Okay, Phoenix did call a timeout. Originally, a goal was awarded to Phoenix. However, when they called timeout, that they do not get that goal. 56 seconds left on that game clock. Again, both teams trying to play for last possession. Phoenix is in control for that last possession. They will try to inbound this ball and score as quick as possible. Travis Morales, Shane Smith, Cody Caldwell, and Pico DeJeanez running a key defense for Ontario. Ernie Chun, Christoph Salagi, and Joe Jackson, and Levi Bone running their key offense. Again, 56 seconds left on the game clock, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball is inbounded. 15 is going to run down real quick. Christoph is caught. Ernie Chun is caught. Looks like they're running out of time. They're at 50 seconds. You've got 7 seconds to score. Christoph comes out. He's going all the way down, trying to go for the corner. Finds it just in time with 42 seconds left on the game clock. 1 second left on the shot clock. He scores just in time. Now, what Canada can do is inbound the ball, get it across half court, hold the ball for as long as they can, and then call timeout to keep possession. Travis gets the ball from Shane Smith, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run time off the clock. They've got 25 seconds on the shot clock, 24 seconds left on the game clock. They're going to let the game clock go down to 15 seconds. No, they're going to run the offense. Wow, I am surprised. Okay. Shane Smith gets the ball from Travis, who's trying to get in and does for the score. Still a lot of time on the game clock, 8 seconds left. Phoenix can inbound this ball, hurry down the court, and get that last goal. Really surprised that Canada did not go for last goal there. Joe Jackson looking to inbound the ball to Caldwell, to Christoph, and he does call it. Christoph looking for the long pass up the
Let's go.
All right, second quarter starting up. Brand new 8 minutes on the clock. It is Canada ball. Phoenix running a key defense. Bob Lopez starts this second quarter from the sideline with Travis Morale, Cody Caldwell, Pico DeJeanez, and Matt Devlin on for Canada. Travis takes that ball all the way down to the corner. Caldwell setting up for a post. Scott Hogshead is a new player on for Phoenix Heat. He is player coach for the Phoenix Heat, as well as Roscoe Nunez. Staying on the court for Phoenix is Levi and Ernie Chun. Levi Bone, Ernie Chun. Roscoe gets that inbound pass from Levi. Goes across half court. Great lead pass up to Ernie Chun, who's breaking in for the score. 13-12, Caldwell going for the inbound. Great pass up to Devlin, who's all by himself. Pass half court. Roscoe's there to meet him. There as well is Scott. Hogshead moving down. Devlin trying to get the ball down court as well. Hogshead going over to the corner, cuts him off. Devlin unloads the ball over to Caldwell. Back over to Travis in the middle of the court. Travis diving down in the corner against Hogshead. He's looking for a post player. Gives it all the way up to Debley. Other side of the corner, great pass, and this great score in the corner, Matt Debley. Ernie Chun calling for the inbound pass. Sees a Roscoe Nunez, who's right behind Scott Hogshead, setting a couple picks for him. Ernie Chun tries to pick and roll. Nunez goes all the way across, comes to the half-court line, sees a breaking Chun, goes through for the score. Travis Morale, give and go with Pico de Gallo. Travis comes around, he gets met by Scott Hogshead, who misses him. He's going to move across half court very easily, unloads the ball to Debley, who then unloads it to Caldwell in the corner by himself. Good pitch and catch for Travis and Caldwell. Levi inbounds the ball to Roscoe Nunez, who's met by a double team of Debley and Caldwell. He's looking to unload the ball. Might have to call timeout here. They're running down to 12 seconds. There's a pass. Oh, timeout is called by coach player Scott Hogshead. 29 seconds left on that shot clock. They had 1 second left to get that ball across half court. Smart play by the Phoenix Heat to retain possession. If they would have been called for 12 seconds, it would have been a violation and a turnover to the Canadian team. Ernie Chun raises his hand to coming down and inbound. He's got Levi on the high side, but gives it up to a Roscoe Nunez. Hogshead's moving around. He's setting him a pick for him. Debley's right there to meet Nunez. He's double teamed. He can't get around. Oh, and he finds a free space. Trying to get across. Levi's calling for the ball. Oh, he can't thread the needle. Deflected by Caldwell. Excuse me, deflected by Debley. Caldwell's trying to pick it up. Gives it across half court. Canada retains possession. Debley gets the ball. Morale at midcourt. Caldwell gets it. He's on the corner. He's on the sideline. Going down to the corner. Sees a breaking Debley. Pulls up. He's calling for a reset. Travis Morale calls for the ball on the left side of the court. Dejanay's in the corner all by himself. Travis Morale. Great pass. Great score by Dejanay's. Pico come and play up high. Oh no, there's an errant inbound pass. Little discussion going on. Roscoe's saying the ball is not off of him. And referees come together, confirm it stays Phoenix Heat ball.
No.
Scott Hogshead on the sideline for the inbound. Trying to come in and set a pick. He's coming in and set a pick for Ernie Chun. Moving up court is Chun and Hogshead. Chun gives that ball to a breaking Levi Bone across the goal line at 5:30. 16-14. Canada on top of Phoenix Heat. Caldwell looking for someone to pass to. High pass up to Debley, but it's deflected by Levi. Comes back to Morale. Gives it back to the inbounder, Caldwell, who then gives it across to half court line, Matt Debley. Oh, it's knocked out by Roscoe. Goes back across half court. Debley picks it back up. Comes across the half line. Wow. Because that ball was deflected, there's no backcourt. He could retain possession, so no backcourt violation. Debley was able to get that ball, run down the sideline, pass it up for the score. Ball's inbounded to a Roscoe Nunez. Takes the ball across half court. Great pick by Ernie Chun for Nunez to break free. He's surrounded quickly by the Canadian defense. Almost loses the ball. Levi backing in through the goal line. Great pass from Nunez to Bone. Inbound pass comes to Debley, who's locked down by Scott Hogshead. Trying to move up court is Caldwell across half court line. He's going to go through. Pass up to Travis Morale in the corner for the score. Ernie Chun gets that inbound pass over to Roscoe Nunez, who's trying to get a pick from Scott Hogshead, who does. He's then met by Cody Caldwell. Ernie Chun at the half-court line, sets up as a post and gets the ball. He's going to move across midpoint of the court. Scott Hogshead there for a pick. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Nunez calls for the ball and gets it from Chun. All teams are cheating into the key. And Nunez goes through A very Swiss cheese defense of the Ontario Annihilators. Found that hole and dove right in. Caldwell gets a give and go pass from Dijonais. Levi's right there to meet him, but Caldwell goes across half court. Caldwell then unloads to Travis in the corner for the score. Scott Hogshead calling for the inbound. Referee Terry Jackson whistles the start of play. Inbound pass is going to go to Roscoe. Looking for an outlet. There's Chun. Great pick by Scott Hogshead, but he's caught from behind by Morale. Ernie Chun looking to pass. Roscoe's got the ball. Levi's calling for the ball, and a timeout has to be called because of the... Oh no, a timeout is not called. It is a 12-second violation. No, wait. Getting a clarification from the referees.
I know it's red.
A timeout was called. 12-second violation was not whistled.
Yeah.
However, the shot clock does show 27 seconds.
Timeout.
You're fucking killing Roscoe those turns, baby.
My side commentating partner here giving me false information. All right, coming out of that timeout. New player for the Heat. We've got Eric Bell on the court. Inbounds ball to Christophe Salagui. Trying to move across half court. Eric Bell in the corner. Oh, and also, Kevin Hamilton. New player for the Heat as well. Gets the ball on the half court line. Eric Bell getting swarmed by the Ontario defense. Christophe fighting for the ball. 2 seconds, 1 second. Wow, the jump ball is called by referee Bob Lopez just before the 40-second shot clock expires. It is Ontario ball on the sideline. Both teams fighting for the ball. Couldn't get it. It becomes a jump ball. Either way, Phoenix was about to lose the ball because of the shot clock expiration. Inbound pass from Caldwell up to Rio. Kovac is intercepted by Kevin Hamilton, then gives it up to Christophe. Scott Hogshead trying to direct Christophe, gets stopped by David Wilsey. David Wilsey down into the key. Great corner pick by Eric Bell on Caldwell for Christophe to score back on the corner of the far side. New line for Canada, that's Rio Kovac. David Wilsey now with the ball on the court for Canada. Dave gets past Kevin Hamilton. Trying to get through. Christophe takes a turn and does. Through for the score. On the court for Canada is Travis Morale, Cody Caldwell, Rio Kovac, and Dave Wilsey. Phoenix Heat have Eric Bell, Scott Hogshead, Christophe Salagui, and Kevin Hamilton. Hamilton playing up high one-on-one with Wilsey. He's trying to break over, gets the ball. Caldwell's right there to meet him on the defensive side. He gets handcuffed by Wilsey down low. Hamilton looks up, sees a breaking Scott Hogshead, who cannot get that ball. It's a little bit far out of his reach. Looking for a Dave Wilsey to inbound for Canada. Morale is double teamed by Hamilton and Hogshead. Here comes Caldwell for the inbound pass, gets it. Hamilton meets him, has to go across the court to meet him. He gets stopped. There's an errant pass, but Morale's there. Wow, great catch by Travis Morale and a great timeout called. There were 31 seconds on the on the shot clock.
You want to share? Yeah. You want to share?
Great timeout called by Travis Morale.
What do you got? Oh, I got you. I don't think so. I'm Jared. Jill. I also get called Goose. So. Okay. It's worth the squeeze.
Clarification on the Phoenix Heat turnover. It was a 40-second violation. Referee Bob Lopez signaled for a jump ball. However, the table.
Where did it go?
Hey, thanks for watching. My name's Dave Wilson. That's 2 L's.
That's 2 L's, Dave Wilson. Shout out to everybody in Tampa. Dave Wilson inbounds that ball to Cody Caldwell, who's led by Kevin Hamilton, gives a great pick. Scott Hogsett right there to offer up a little defense. Caldwell goes all the way through across half court. Great pass up to Rio, who cannot handle the ball in the corner. It's turned over. Great opportunity for Canada. Unfortunately, turn the bar over. Phoenix Heat ball down in the corner. Wilsey trying to swipe at the ball from Kristoff. Gives it up to Kevin Hamilton. Trying to get across half court. Is met by Caldwell. Has to turn. Looks up. Sees a breaking Kristoff. Kristoff maneuvering his chair to get that ball. Does. Goes through for the score. 1:41 left on the game clock. Both teams going to try for last possession here. Phoenix Heat got the last possession of the last quarter. Hogsett right there to meet Travis Morale, who's going to move up and across half court uncontested. Hamilton's right there to meet him. Caldwell gets the ball. He's going to try to back in for the score. Kristoff is there offering good defense. Handcuffed by Scott Hogsett.
Hey guys, clock. Dave. Clock. You got a penalty. Clock. Get the spot.
Stoppage of play. Bob Lopez calling for and a key on the Phoenix Heat on number 8. Player coach Scott Hogsett. Canada ball on the sideline. Morale to inbound. Phoenix Heat setting up for a moderate defense. Caldwell pulling ball up very high. Gives it up to Travis Morale. They're going to run some time off this clock. They've got 30 seconds on their shot clock and 1:12 on the game clock. Travis is going to try to run this all the way down, well, should, somewhere into the 50s. 1 minute left on the clock. He's still taking a couple ticks. And goes across for the score with 51 seconds left on the game clock. That is for last possession. Phoenix Heat will have 40 seconds to get that ball across half court and through the goal line. Kristoff gets the inbound pass from Hogsett, who came out of the penalty box to make that inbound pass. Hamilton offers up a pick, who then gives the ball up to Hogsett, who's going to look to dish it off to Hamilton. 40 seconds on the game clock, 28 seconds left on the shot clock. Great lead pass by Hamilton up to Kristoff for the score. 34 seconds for Canada to get this ball across the goal line. They can go for last possession. They do not have to score quickly. They can use every single second of this game. Travis Morale calls for the pass, but it's met by Kevin Hamilton, offering great defense. Ball's handed up to Matt Dabley, who gets across half court. 20 seconds left on the game clock. They're trying to score last goal. Travis setting up, 14, 13, 12, 11 seconds. Travis trying to move forward to the key. There's Eric Bell and Hamilton offering up defense. Hogsett handcuffs Caldwell. Is he going to get in? He does, with 1 second left on the game clock. Wow. Inbound pass goes to Kristoff Salagi. 1 second rolls off the clock, and that, folks, is the half. Great play by Canada there at the end of the quarter. They got last goal. It is a score of 22, Canada 19, Phoenix Heat.
I think so.
5 minutes, folks. We will be back to start the third quarter.
noticed too, like, I don't know, guys.
All right, folks, about to get this third quarter started.
Yeah, it's
New
all
8 minutes up on the clock. We've got a score of 22 to 19.
It takes a lot of time and work.
Ontario Annihilators on top
you
of the
can
Phoenix
be
Heat.
lazy or not too, to a degree. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Joe the Tyrant Jackson coming for the inbound to Roscoe Nunez to start this quarter. There's an inbound pass. Roscoe's got it at mid-court. Ontario running a key defense. Travis Morale, Cody Caldwell, Shane Smith, and Pico DeJeanette or Pico de Gallo running their key defense against Roscoe Nunez, Ernie Chun, Joe Jackson, and Eric Bell. Great patience by Roscoe to get that ball across the goal line. 22-20. Travis Morale gets that inbound pass. Moving up court slowly. Tosses the ball to Shane Smith, breaking by himself for the score. You're watching the first game of Saturday's 6 games for the 2021 Las Vegas Texas Hold'em Wheelchair Rugby Tournament, hosted by the Texas Stampede and the Las Vegas High Rollers. Roscoe Nunez moves his way all the way up court, gives it up to Ernie Chun for the score. We'd like to thank our major sponsor, CNR Medical. Caldwell gets the inbound pass from Morale. Eric Bell there, offering up a little resistance. Joe Jackson coming down, trying to go to the next man, who is Shane Smith. However, Shane Smith gets the ball from Caldwell and goes across for the score. Roscoe's double teamed by 2 Canada players, Morale and Smith. JJ gives that ball up to Roscoe, offers one pick on Travis. Roscoe trying to move across. Shane Smith offering up great defense. That ball has to be unloaded by Roscoe. It's intercepted by Canada. Caldwell passes over to Travis, who then gives it up to a screaming Shane Smith. Phoenix coming out of this halftime a little cold, but won't take them long to get back on page. Joe Jackson gives that ball up to a Roscoe. Ernie Chun looking for a pick. A little help to go and get that ball. They've got 35 seconds left on the shot clock. Chun gets that ball, gets a great pick by Joe Jackson. Ball across half court, up to Eric Bell for the score. Ontario has 3 floor timeouts left. The Phoenix Heat have 1 floor timeout left. Caldwell gets the inbound pass, takes it across half court. Shane Smith directing traffic. Has to come back out of the key. Travis calls for the ball, hits it. Shane Smith offers up one pick. Travis looking for an outlet, gives it up to a breaking Shane Smith in the corner, who's gonna then toss it to a wide open Cody Caldwell in the corner. Joe Jackson inbound to Roscoe. He's getting a little help from Eric Bell. Looking for a little bit more help. He is triple teamed. Ball is led pass up to Joe Jackson, who wrangles it in at half court. He's got to be careful and has to give it up over to Travis, who then bounces it back to Joe, who then unfortunately knocks it out of bounds. Joe was in a very precarious situation. He was on the half-court line. He could have been knocked over 4 over and back. Luckily was not, unfortunately, still a turnover. New line coming on for the Phoenix Heat. Levi Bone, Christophe Selegi, Joe Jackson and Ernie Chun on for the Heat. Travis Morale inbounds the ball to Cody Caldwell, who's met by Levi Bone. Caldwell goes back to the center of the court, pulls it up to the 3-point line. Shane Smith comes for a pick, and there's a roll Caldwell goes all the way down to the corner and is awarded a penalty goal. Ernie Chun tried to get that ball and make a jump. However, unfortunately, he touched the player. He hacked him. Jackson comes down for the inbound to Chun, trying to get away from Dejanez and does. Kristoff breaking up top, met at half court by Caldwell. Ernie goes uncontested from end line to end line, goes through for the score. 23 for Phoenix, 28 for Canada. 5:17 left in the third quarter. Travis Morrow gets the inbound pass. Oh no! Travis held up by two Phoenix players, trying to give it up to Cody Caldwell, who couldn't handle the ball. Knocks it out of his own hand into the waiting arms of Ernie Chun. Trying to get a pick by Joe Jackson, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Great pass up to a backing in Levi Bone. 24-28, Phoenix down by 4. Travis Morale moving up the sideline. Great lead pass up to Caldwell, who goes through the corner for the score. First game of this 6-game Saturday. Next game will follow immediately after this game. Great defense by Canada. Ernie Chun gets that ball from Kristoff. Back over to Kristoff. Levi calling for the post, gets it and backs all the way in for the score. Immediately following this game will be Denver Harlequins against the Wounded Warriors Ability Ranch. Shane Smith met at half court. Oh! Called for the over and back. Great hit by Joe Jackson. Levi was right there offering a lot of pressure. Stopped Smith, turned Smith, and Jackson was there to meet him. That is a turnover. New line for Ontario.
Reset.
Rio Kovac and Dave Wilsey back on the court. Phoenix spreading the court. Ernie Chun down low along with Kristoff. Levi playing up high. Trying to get that ball in, and they do. Chun takes that ball. There's a pick and roll by Levi. However, that roll did not happen. Chun's got the ball. They still got 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Chun's got that ball now. 23 seconds. Running out of ticks. Chun gets the ball. Great corner pick by Kristoff for Chun to go all the way across the court to score in the corner. Caldwell calls for the inbound. Gets it. Going to give it up to Travis Morale, who receives the ball. Going to move across into midcourt. Ernie Chun right there to meet him, but he's not stopping him. Travis turned by Joe Jackson. Timeout call. Running out of 12 seconds. They got 31 on the clock.
White, number 9, timeout. 2. It's on the scoreboard, just so you know.
Running out of time. Make that timeout call.
Oh, I know, but I mean, every now and then they'll look up, you know, especially in the close game.
Inbound pass from Dave
Putting the facts
Wilsey.
out there, you can use them or
Over
not.
to Caldwell. Is going to move across the half-court line. Levi Bone push for push. Caldwell gets met. However, long pass over to Travis Morale in the corner for the score. Ontario 30, Phoenix 27. 3-point game now. Inbound pass comes from Jackson over to Salaghi. Salaghi gives it up to Ernie Chun, who's moving up court. Gets across half court. Sees a breaking Levi, who's going to go to pick for him. Chun holds on to the ball. Sees Salaghi breaking. Goes through for the score. Ball is set down. referee's not waiting for Canada to make that inbound. Inbound from Travis to Rio. Rio's got the ball at half court, up to Dave Wilsey, who crosses half court, but met by Christoph. Breaking Travis Morale from the inbound all the way down for the score. Good pressure by Ernie Chun. Unfortunately, can't swipe that ball out of his lap. Still a 3-point game, 31-28.
Good band.
3:11 left in this third quarter. Christoph gets the ball inbounded to him. Dave Wilsey right there, offering up pressure. Salagi goes right by him. Caldwell trying to go push for push. Salagi turns back in. However, manhandled by Caldwell. Cody Caldwell called for the reach. Going to sit in the sin bin for 1 full minute or until the other team can score. There's a bump by Joe Jackson, which is intercepted by Travis Morale. Lead pass up to Wilsey for the score. It's a shorthanded goal. They play better without Cody the Cause Caldwell. He should stay in the sin bin. So he still has to sit in there because the other team has not scored. Christoph gets the inbound, is going to move down court. Travis meets him with great defense. Levi is breaking, sets a pick for Christoph, is going to break open. Rio gives him a good hit. However, he goes through for the score. Caldwell is back onto the court. Caldwell comes back onto the court from the sin bin, goes to inbound to Dave Wilsey, who gives it right back to Caldwell. Levi Bone and Joe Jackson right there for defense. However, Caldwell able to break the defense, goes from half court through the try line for the score. Joe Jackson coming down to inbound. 2:25 left on the clock. 33-29 Ontario on top of Phoenix. Ontario still has 2 timeouts. Oh! That is a turnover. Wow. I saw the Canadian players grab Christoph's arm and pull it down. Unfortunately, the ref did not see it. So the ball goes off Christoph and out of bounds. It is Canada ball. Christoph pleading his case. However, the judge denies him bail. Dave Wilsey to inbound over to Travis. Travis is going to try to go to the corner, but sees opening in the middle. Goes wide open to the middle. All right, Phoenix going to try it again. Joe Jackson inbounding. Inbounds to Christoph. Morale tries to swipe and misses this time. He got him last time, but not this time. Christoph following Ernie Chun up the court. Great follow, Ernie Chun, for a great pick for the Heat. Chun sets up as a post. Is an option for Christoph. There's a swipe. And again, Cody the Cause Caldwell gets called for the reach. Canada shorthanded because of the inadvertent ball reach by the Cause. New players on for Phoenix, Scott Hoxett and Eric Bell. And Kevin Hamilton. Ernie Chun is off. Referee's calling for an inbounder. Unfortunately, no red inbounder there. Scott Hoxett has to hurry over. Kevin Hamilton's on the court. Eric Bell was trapped in the corner. However, he was able to get out, set a pick, and score for Kevin Hamilton. Cody Caldwell comes out of the sin bin. Dave Wilsey goes to the inbound. Rio Kovac playing up high. Now switches with Travis, who's now high. Rio's down low, gets the ball. Great pass by Rio up to Caldwell, who's going to lead pass up to Travis Morale. Score Canada. 35, Phoenix 30. Timeout is called by the bench of the Canadian team. Trying to get everybody on the same page again, or get a little breather. Dave Wilsey with 2 L's makes that bench timeout. He is the player coach for Ontario. Taking the timeout.
No, that was it.
Phoenix Heat come together, getting back on the same page as well.
Put the ball down to
1:41 left on the clock in this third quarter. Again, this is the first game of 6 for this full Saturday slate.
Yeah.
At the 2021
basically him putting the ball
Texas
down,
Hold'em
starting the inbound count,
wheelchair rugby
15
tournament
seconds, and then
held in Las Vegas, Nevada, hosted by the Texas Stampede and the Las Vegas High Rollers. Our major sponsor is C&R Medical. All right, coming out of that bench timeout, Phoenix ball. Hogshead inbounds to Salagi, who gets a pick by Eric Bell. Following Scott Hogshead and Bell up the court. Dijonais tries to stop him, but swings and misses. Great patience by Christoph. Takes it from end to end for the score. Caldwell for the give and go from Pico. Scott Hogshead right there. Kimmel Hamilton meets Caldwell right before the half-court line. Great pass by Caldwell to Pico, who catches and gives it up to Travis Morale, who's met by Christoph. He's got it locked down. There's Scott Hogshead trying to get Matt Debley. Ball is called by Travis, gets it from Debley, going all the way over to the corner. There is Hamilton, gives the ball up to Caldwell, goes into the score with 54 seconds left on the clock. Great timing by Canada. Both teams trying to get last possession here. Canada has been the recipient of the last 2 possessions for the last 2 quarters. Christoph gets the inbound pass. 47 seconds, trying to hurry and score. He's not going to be able to do it within enough time. He's going to break past Caldwell. No, Caldwell meets him. Holds him up. 36 seconds left on the game clock, and he goes across to the score. Canada, another great opportunity here to go for last goal. Morale unloads to Debley. Is met by Hamilton. Trying to come across. Great pick by Pico. Uh-oh! Errant pass. Can't be handled by Chavez, but it's picked up by Caldwell very luckily for Canada. 21 seconds on the shot on the game clock. Canada's got the ball. Travis unloads it to Debley, who's wide open. 15 seconds. He's going to hold it for a few seconds. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Travis Morale with 7 seconds. Scores with 7 seconds left. Phoenix has a lot of time to get this ball down the court in 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Referee calls a timeout because the game clock never started. 7 seconds remain. We are going to have what's called a do-over.
Today, look at that.
Yep, technical terms here, folks. A do-over. Let's try this again. Here we go. 7 seconds on the clock. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wow! He is up. Christoph is upended by the low pointer, Pico Dijonais, the Pico de Gallo himself. This is a great opportunity for Canada.
Hitting the wall, hitting the wall.
Great opportunity for Canada to get another goal on this last goal. What happened was Christoph was upended by Pico, went into Pico's lap. That is considered holding the player. You cannot touch the other player's chair. So now Caldwell's going to try a long pass. Travis sets up into the post. Knocked out by Hogsett. Still another good opportunity for a long pass by Caldwell into the center. Here comes that long pass, 1 second on the clock. No! Can't happen. Good pass. Unfortunately, the Canada player left the court. That is illegal. There's still 1 second on the clock. They're going to inbound this for a safety. That is the end of the fourth quarter. Canada 37, Phoenix 32. We're going to go into the fourth quarter here in 2 minutes, folks. Stay tuned. '21 Las Vegas Wheelchair Rugby Tournament hosted by the Texas Stampede and the Las Vegas High Rollers. We've got this final quarter coming up between the Phoenix Heat and the team from Canada, the Ontario Annihilators. Ontario up 37-32 over the Heat right now. Ontario has 2 floor timeouts left. Phoenix Heat have 1 floor timeout left. Good competition by both teams. This is the second day of our tournament. Stay tuned for after this. Immediately following will be the Wounded Warriors Abilities Ranch going up against the Denver Harlequins. I'd like to thank our major sponsors, C&R Medical. Also like to thank all of the volunteers and staff helping out these teams here at the YMCA gym in Las Vegas. Without them, none of this could be possible. So a great big thank you to all of them. All right, and starting this quarter for Canada, you've got Shane Smith, Pico De Gallo Dejanez, Matt Debley, and Dave Wilsey with 2 L's. That's Dave Wilsey with 2 L's.
My brother and his wife, they live out here. His birthday is on the 11th.
On the court for the Phoenix Heat is Roscoe Nunez, Joe the Tyrant Jackson, Kevin Hamilton, and player coach Scott Hogsett. We've got the referees Bob Lopez and Terry Jackson at the scores table figuring out some technical issues. Once they continue, or once they finish, we will continue and finish this last quarter.
Right. Yes. I have everything on the fire. Yeah, I think my biggest thing right now is trying to get my chair situation. I need it. I kind of scrub. You didn't do my chair like you should have, so like, I don't have like leverage and stuff.
How long do you have this chair?
Huh? Well, not this chair.
Oh, your rugby
chair. Yeah. I feel like I will, because like when you bring my knees into this situation, because like I have core, but I don't have enough core.
Well, I can't really see what the issue is. Looks like they may be trying to correct the score.
So when you push forward, go back, getting back on top. Well, I have the jump. My thing is like, I don't like it because then I can't stay up on top of my wheels. You know what I mean? You get along and really get that push in. So I've been here changing my seating to like this and trying to tuck my legs more instead of my thighs up. Have them like kind of down, kind of like a track style. Sitting situation.
While we wait here, other teams playing at this tournament, we've got the Denver Harlequins, the Wounded Warriors Abilities Ranch, the Texas Stampede, Denver Harlequins, and the University of Arizona Wildcats.
I'll figure this stuff out.
All teams have flown in or drove in.
Yeah. how can I get a mechanic?
Getting a little explanation from referee Terry Jackson.
No, there's still one more.
I can only say Pico de Gallo so many times.
Yeah, they're kind of checking out score sheets and stuff right now.
So Shane Smith from the Canada team, since we've got a little break here, tournament so far, what are your thoughts?
Oh, it's been fun. It's just great to get out and play rugby again for the first time since Tokyo. It's great.
Is this first time since Tokyo that you guys have together as a team been out or together?
Yeah, for games. So we get to train a lot together back home in Canada, which is nice, but it's our first games together, so it's beautiful.
How was travel into the States with all this craziness that's going on, man?
Yeah, you know what? It hasn't been too bad. We just got to get a test before we come, show that we're vaccinated, and we're good to go.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, we're happy to have you guys here. Glad you guys made it out. It's always fun. Great competition out there. You guys are up by 5 on Phoenix. What's working well for you guys, do you think?
I think we're just playing well together as a team. We're running our fundamentals, and that's the most important part of this game, right? It's just solid fundamentals.
That's good, man. I hear you a lot on the court. You're screaming, man. Is that really part of your game, is really just to communicate, where you are or where you need your players to be?
Yeah, I think just letting the boys know where I am using my voice. My voice is loud, it carries, and it just kind of helps them know, all right, Shane's there, so I don't need to be there.
Yeah, I've been watching the bars.
That's awesome, man. No, that's good, and it's good for all the new players out there to know too that, having that key communication on the court, really helps out. But hey, man, you guys are doing great. Y'all have had a good tournament so far. What are you looking forward to as we start wrapping up after today and tomorrow?
Well, I'm looking forward to the Knights game tonight. As a Canadian boy, it's good to get out to a hockey game, so looking forward to that. And just being with everyone again, man. Like, I really enjoy the USQRA. I enjoy playing with you guys, so this is just amazing, man.
Good. Well, I hope that you guys are going to have fun tonight. I know you guys will have fun tonight. With the hockey reference, you guys were shorthanded earlier, and you got a shorthanded goal. I'm thinking you need to keep Cody Caldwell in the sin bin. That way it allows you to run a better offense.
Oh, Cody's too good on the court, man. We need him out here as much as possible.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you coming over, taking the time, especially between quarters. Looks like we might be getting back, but good luck out there, brother.
Thanks, Gabe. Appreciate you, man.
People getting hit and all that.
Oh, cool. Perfect. You've been zooming in and out a little bit?
Yeah, I'm still doing the.
Cool. Thanks, man.
That was
Yeah, no
Shane
problem.
Smith from
That's what makes it more
Ontario,
like,
Canada.
Yeah.
Giving us a little
edge of my
sideline
seat.
interview. We appreciate it. Referee still looking at the score sheet.
Go keep warm out there, guys.
I think they're really just trying to make sure that all the scores were accounted for. Again, Canada up by 5, 37-32. As Shane mentioned, team came in from Canada. A lot of protocols had to been followed for all the players and staff and anyone helping out here at the tournament. COVID tests had to have been submitted with negative results, which is, it's a bit of a hassle, but everyone was able to do it, and we really appreciate them taking the time to do that. Looks like we've got
Hey, no problem.
action about to start up again. We've got everything fixed on the scorer's table. It is Canada ball to start the fourth quarter. A whole new 8 minutes on the clock. Dave Wilsey with 2 L's coming to inbound. On the court for Canada is Dave Wilsey, Shane Smith, Pico Dagenet, and Matt Debley. They are met by Scott Hogshead, Roscoe Nunez, Kevin Hamilton, and Joe Jackson. All right, here we go. Whistle is blown, and the quarter has begun. Good defense by Phoenix. Shane Smith takes that pass, trying to go sideline, can't do it. Comes back to the middle, goes cross half court, pass up to Debley. He's met by Joe Jackson. He breaks free. Dejanet's there to offer up a pick. Looks like they're trying to run a key offense. Shane Smith offers a pick in the middle. Debley tries to dive down to the corner, can't make it. There's a long pass. Oh, behind the outstretched arms of Pico de Gallo.
Do they got any cameras that have like
Turnover for that Canadian possession. Scott Hoxett down into the corner for the inbound pass.
This kind of does it. That one's like a full automatic. I mean, a full manual.
Hoxett, great bump. It's going to be low point love up to Joe Jackson.
Even like on a face, like a articulating like.
Joe Jackson's got the ball. Back up to Kevin Hamilton. Over to Orozco, who's going to go through for the score.
But they need to figure out what it's going to be tracking. It'd be nice if we put a tracker on the ball.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You couldn't just do people's shapes of their heads, but you couldn't just do like a circle kind of thing.
Inbound pass to Canada. Again, turned over by Canada. Phoenix with 2 quick scores. Bringing it back to within 3, 37-34. Debley down to inbound. Dejanay is out floating by himself. Shane Smith gets that inbound, goes all the way down low, across, up the sideline, looking for an outlet. He's stuck. There is another, oh no! Almost intercepted by Kevin Hamilton, deflected off of the chair of Dave Wilsey. Another turnover by Canada. Phoenix is right back in it if they can capitalize on this turnover. Fantastic play.
Now what song's playing?
Coach's timeout is called by Dave Wilsey. Wants to try to get the team back together. I think that long pause in the fourth to begin the fourth quarter may have rested everybody a little bit too much. 3 straight turnovers by Canada. Phoenix has a great opportunity to bring this game within 2 again. Hoxett going for the inbound. Travis Moreau and Debley on Nunez. Joe Jackson breaking up high. There's a pass to Nunez. Hoxett moving up. He's going to come cross pick for Hamilton, who tries to get the ball from there. It is. Now he's going to move all the way up court. Gets past the half court line. Caldwell's there. Great pick by Joe Jackson to pop his tire. Kevin Hamilton through for the score. Joe Jackson was sitting and waiting and hunting a Canadian player. Found him one. Unfortunately, found Cody Caldwell, the lame duck out there, popped his tire. Canada staff out to change that tire. But Jackson able to offer up a great pick for Hamilton to go past and score in the corner. It's a 2-point game, 35-37, Canada on top. Travis Morrow with the inbound. Hamilton applying a lot of pressure to Debley, met by Hoxett. Great pick and roll by Travis Morrow. Debley gets the ball up to a wide open Caldwell. Canada scores their first goal in this first quarter. In this fourth quarter, after 3 straight turnovers for their first 3 possessions. Hoxett down for the inbound pass. Roscoe Nunez accepts the pass, trying to move across court, following Hoxett, now following Jackson up the court. He's going to look for a little bit of help, gets across half court just in time. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 27 seconds. Nunez gives the ball up to Hamilton. Hamilton goes around looking for picks by Joe and Scott. Sees Scott in the corner, tries to dive down. Gets right past Travis Morale. 38-36, 2-point game still. Phoenix Heat have a chance to come all the way back. Morale takes the inbound pass from Caldwell, who gives it right back to Caldwell. He's got a breaking Debley. Sees him, passes. Good score for Canada. Hoxett goes down for the inbound. Into Orozco. Hamilton's coming across. Gets the pass from Roscoe, following Joe Jackson up the court. Gets across half court. There are 3 Canadian players. Hamilton sees him opening and goes all the way down. Great score. Great patience by Hamilton for that to open up. Cody, the call is Caldwell. Up top, waiting for a pass from Morale, who gets the give and go. There's Devley. And of course, as waited, is Caldwell for the pass. Kevin Hamilton playing up high. Scott Hogsett going down to inbound. Roscoe down low. Joe Jackson trying to offer up a pick for Roscoe to get opened up. Roscoe gets that ball, passes over to Hamilton. He's going to follow his pick of Joe Jackson. Unfortunately, runs into 2 Canadian players. Hamilton has to spin around. He's close to half court. He's got to get the ball across and does. Just in time. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Roscoe's got the ball moving back and forth, trying to get a pick by Hamilton, and Hogsett does, but Caldwell meets him as well as Travis Morale. He's stuck. He can't get through. He's going to try. Unfortunately, he's stuck. How much time has he got left? Gives the ball up to Hamilton. And unfortunately, is called for 10 seconds in the key. Phoenix offense cannot stay in the key for more than 10 seconds and unfortunately get called for that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel here. Gabe's got to check out just for a moment. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hamilton looks for Roscoe. Roscoe's able to get a goal. So currently, the Ontario Annihilators are leading Phoenix Heat 41-38. Coach's timeout's been called. Phoenix trying to mount a fourth quarter comeback. Did so great at the beginning of the quarter with several turnovers back to back, but still find themselves down by 4 points. They'll have the ball coming out after this timeout. Ontario's got 2 timeouts remaining on the floor. Phoenix has 1 left. Got a new line here with Ernie Chun, James Saw, Joe Jackson. And the French import player, Christophe. Much the same from Canada. They're kind of Iron Man. They've got a bench with about 3 on it. Played the last game yesterday and the first game today. So turnover there by Phoenix. Travis inbounds. Finds Travis. Travis to Devley for the score, so that's going to open it up to 5. There's only 4 minutes left here. Joe Jackson with the inbound to Christophe. Christophe looking for a pass, not really looking to push. Finds Ernie. Ernie's going to try to push around. Doesn't have a lot of space. Gets in the front court for Christophe. Joe Jackson picks off any potential threats. Christophe gets the goal. So Phoenix is going to need to do something here if they want to stay in this. Canada with an easy inbound to Devley. Devley looks to unload it. Travis with a quick score. Joe Jackson calls the inbound, so Canada will have an opportunity to set up their preferred defense. Saws deep down the court. Joe Jackson ball in to Kristoff. Kristoff unloads it to Ernie Chun, and Ernie's looking to follow some picks here just to get in the front court, which it looks like he's able to do. Passing off to Kristoff. Kristoff probably going to try to keep the ball in his lap. Follow folks in. 44-40. Canada with the lead. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the fourth. Give and go. He was pinned down low in the base mode. Caldwell was able to push his way through. So with Joe Jackson picking up the Canadian inbound, he finds himself way in the back court on the transition. So he gets held. Canada has the ball. They transition, holding Joe Jackson back, but he's their inbounder, so that gives Canada plenty of time to set up. All right, so there's a 12-second violation there, as Phoenix is able to get the ball across the half-court line before 12 seconds. So easy turnover for Canada, and very easy inbound. Travis finds Pico wide open. So with 2:46 left, Canada's got a pretty comfortable 6-point lead here. It might take a unusual chain of events for Phoenix to have any chance to tie this up, come away with a W. Ball's in the front court. Ernie Chun finds himself under pressure. Unloads it to Sa. Back to Ernie Chun. Ernie bullies his way through. So Joe Jackson's going to set up here on Pico. The give and go, not this time. Joe Jackson's going to try to keep Caldwell off the court. Unable to do so. Caldwell finds himself wide open. Phoenix having a hard time finding an answer defensively for this potent Canadian line. Ball goes into Kristoff, who's in the double. He's looking to pass, finds it, James Saw. Saw gets stopped by Travis. Back to Kristoff. Kristoff's in the front court. One man to beat, and it's Pico. Kristoff scores the goal. Close baseline catch there.
I'm back in to be honest.
By Debley. Certainly seems to be, loose ball right now. Phoenix has a timeout left, which just got called. So Phoenix on the inbound was a little loose. Ball came out. They were able to get it back, but knowing they might not be able to get it in the front court within that 12-second
Even
window,
got the
they
facial
burned their last
expression.
timeout just to avoid another turnover. Canada's got 4 really good threats on the court at all time. They can all catch the ball, they can all carry and handle the ball pretty well. So when Phoenix is trying to double any one man, another is usually open. And a lot of times you'll see Canada just lobbed the ball down the court, and they'll be Caldwell or Shane. Pico just waiting in the key wide open. So ball's on for Phoenix. They're in the front court. They've got 24 on the shot. Canada's running their key defense. Kristoff goes for the cone. There's nothing there. Caldwell comes out to put pressure. So there's 10 seconds left now on the shot. Still looking to find a way in. Has to unload it to Joe Jackson, who brings it in for the score. 8 seconds left on the shot. Not ideal, but they definitely make it work. Oh, inbound gets tipped by Levi. Out of bounds, so Canada's going to maintain possession, but inbound from the sideline. Travis inbounds to Caldwell. Caldwell's able to make it in the front court. Finds Pico wide open to the key. Oh, Pico unable to bring it down. So, kind of a rough pass. Didn't have a great angle on it. Certainly catchable, but as good as Pico is, unable to bring it in. So Phoenix does get one turnover, but only 48 seconds left at this point. Certainly looks like Kristoff finding pressure. He's able to push through it. Gets into the front court. 27 seconds left in the shot. Gets the goal. At this point, we're not using the shot clock. 31 seconds left on the game clock. Let's see if Canada goes for last here, or if they just look to score. Yeah, so Travis calls last. Canada's gonna pull it back. Phoenix most likely is gonna fall into the key. It's always a good opportunity just to practice those last goal scenarios that you're aiming to get each quarter. 2 seconds left. Oh, finds Debley, but Debley left the court, so that is not a goal. But that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Final score, 48-44, Canada over the Phoenix Heat. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. And next up, we have the Denver Harlequins taking on the Wounded Warriors Ability Ranch. Both of these teams, Denver comes into the day undefeated, and Wounded Warriors were able to win their first, but they lost their second game yesterday to U of A. So this should be a good matchup. A lot of really good talent and function on this team. We'll get back to you shortly. Thanks for tuning in.